hadith in a false teaching. Where in the Quran it says, walk around the Kaaba? Your mind.
No, we will not change the subject. I didn't say that. Why you are uncomfortable when I make it clear?
You said there is no strong hadith, all of them they are weak, which means they should not be followed. Everybody in the room heard you guys. Did he say that? There is no strong hadith? You said that there is no strong hadith, which means none of the hadith should be accepted. Because when you say weak hadith, it means this hadith should be rejected. Your mind.
I said there is no strong hadith, but I didn't said it means that that all the other hadiths are weak and we shouldn't follow them. It does.
If they are not strong, what they will be? So? You said there is no strong hadith. It means all the rest, no strong hadith, not even one. The rest is what? Is weak. Because either in Islam there is either weak or strong. How old I am? I am in the age of a mature. 7. Because in Islam, you know, the Prophet, he did marry Aisha at the age of 6, and she was the mother of the believers. So if run, no flesh, I'm not a 20. What do you mean 20, man? I am a 20. Why are you making me old? If run, listen. I challenge you to show me from where the Muslims they got the teaching of blowing their nose. Can you show me? You mind?
Not before you ask me to clarify what I meant.
Just wait. Who is in here is 14 years old? Who is the one who said he's 14 years old? Zach? Are you for real 14 years old? Okay, bounce him, please, guys. First. This is our, this is an adult room. You are not allowed to be in here. Thank you. Ifran, show me from where the Muslims they get the tradition of blowing their nose. If this is a tradition, it means it's a part of Islam. Tradition from who? Who said to you, blow your nose? Your mind.
If you really care to understand me, why you don't let me to clarify, at least for 60 seconds? Answer me.
Who care about how long you talk? I want answers. You will never answer. Now, tell me the answer. You say that blowing your nose is a tradition. From where you got this tradition? From people before Islam? From Muslims? Or from the Prophet? Who is the source of this tradition, your mind?
I'm not sure you want to understand me. Because you don't let me to clarify, never. You never let me clarify. Why? Tell me why. Take the mic. Because we were talking about a point about strong hadith and you didn't finish yet. And you jumped to another subject.
This is the same subject. You are covered to answer. I have a hadith saying that the Prophet said, you have to blow your nose because Satan sleeps in your upper nose. The upper side of your nose. You said this is not a true hadith. We blow our nose because it's a tradition. This is mean that this is not part of Islam. Which means Muslims, they are adding things to Islam. It's not part of the religion. So now I'm asking you, from where you got this tradition if it's not part of your religion? If the Prophet never said so, why you do so, your mind?
So first of all, don't attribute to me what I didn't said. You attributed me that I said that the scholars are idiots. I never said that. You concluded, it's your conclusion, your wrong conclusion. You would better to ask me what do I mean by what I say. Okay, but you never let me to clarify because you want to force me to say what I never say. Okay, this is why you want to win the conversation, only by forcing me and to attribute me and to never let me clarify. Prove that you are right by letting me to clarify and equitable dialogue. Okay, first of all, when I told you there is no strong hadith, when I told you that scholars, we should not care of scholars, I don't mean that they are idiots. I mean, we can disagree with scholars. We can. It doesn't mean they are idiots. No, we can sometimes disagree with them and we can agree with them. That's what I mean. I mean that Muslims are not idiots to accept everything. They are not idiots they must accept everything. No, they can disagree. Okay? Islam is a democratic religion. Okay? About the hadith, strong hadith. So thank you for letting me talk. Thank you. About strong hadith, when I told you hadith, strong hadith, there is no strong hadith. It doesn't mean we should not reject all hadiths. No, hadith is works of some people. Okay, some people who try to they do their best to make religion, to make many resources available to Muslims. Okay, and whatever their works, whatever is respectable their works, it is never credible or we should obey it 100%. No, we respect it, but we make a distance with it. Okay, something which looks reasonable, we accept it. Something which looks not reasonable, we don't accept it, because everything in Quran is already perfect. Okay, so take the mic.
Guys, did he answer me? You blow your nose 3 times before you pray. You got this from where? You said this is a tradition. From who? From your prophet, he taught you? From someone, his name is Michael Jackson? From someone in Arab, he was walking down the street, la 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 la, teaching ifrane. Who is the one who taught you that you should blow your nose? And give me a reference.
Okay, your question is clear and you deserve a clear answer. So, these traditions, where they come from? Okay, so in Islam there is what we call Sha'air al-Islam. It means that are the traditions which were inherited by generations of Muslims. Okay, they were not written anywhere. They weren't written anywhere, but all Muslim was witness.
Liar, they are written. Here we go. This is the hadith in the front of everybody, guys. Open it. This is Sahih al-Bukhari, just to prove that you are a liar. This is what Sahih al-Bukhari. And this is what the hadith says. The Prophet, he said, you have to blow your nose, because Satan sleeps in your nose. You see why I expose your lies? You said it's not written anywhere. Didn't he say, guys, it's not written anywhere? Did you hear him saying that? Not written anywhere, when it is written everywhere. And this is the hadith. Satan is sleeping in your nose. By the way, in ifrane, I know your nose is big. And this is explained why, actually, because Satan sleeps in your nose and his butt is big. So, you could not provide me with reference for what you say, but I am providing evidence. This is very accurate book approved by all Muslim Sunni. Sahih al-Bukhari, the book of the beginning of the creation, hadith number. By the way, guys, if you want to open it and save it in your favorite. If you want to show somebody how smart Muhammad is, everybody, save it in your favorite. This is where it says that the Satan sleeps in the upper nose of the Muslim. And by the way, if you are a Muslim, you can